Backstage correspondent TJ Lopes here with the Brute, Ray Elliott. Ray, congratulations on making it to the semifinals of the Francisco Chiazzo Young Guns Invitational. As a former Francisco Chiazzo protege, you are facing another of Francisco Chiazzo's students in TJ Brady. You guys both traded barbs on social media, and you had a lot of nasty things to say about TJ. He had some not so nice things to say about you. What's your mindset going into tonight's matchup?
Tonight, I plan to kick one TJ's ass. And if you don't shut your mouth, I will gladly make it two. I am done with these stupid, redundant questions. You know what my mindset is? My mindset is the same thing it has been every time. I am going out there and I am going to annihilate the person standing across the ring from me. We're done.
All right. That was the Brute Ray Elliott. Good luck in the semifinals of the Francisco Chiazzo Young Guns Invitation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's the semifinals of Bracket A of the second annual Francisco Chiazzo Young Guns Invitational. And with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. Representing Vice and Harmons, he hails from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 300 pounds, the Brute, Ray Elliott.
Two of Francisco Chiazzo's proteges, former students, go head-to-head to figure out who will be the first to go to the finals of this year's Francisco Chiazzo Memorial Young Guns Invitational. This is a fight that these two men have waited for quite literally years. I spoke to both these men before the match. Neither had much positive things to say about the other, but one thing is perfectly clear. Both of these men want to win this match for their mentor more than any match they have ever had before. And
as the gods would have it, Ray Elliott wasn't even in the initial 16 in the tournament. And now he stands one step away from WWN Super Show Battle for the Belts. And he has to go through his arch nemesis, his arch rival, and his former training partner at the WWN TC, TJ Brady.
This is going to be a fight of epic proportions. One thing I do have to slightly disagree with you on, Alex, is I don't know if this is really a rivalry, because the argument is, how can it be a rivalry if it has been so unbelievably one-sided? TJ Brady has never defeated the Brute Ray Elliott in a singles match. The Brute Ray Elliott is the first man to defeat TJ Brady in singles competition. He was the first man to defeat TJ Brady in tag team competition. You may even say Ray Elliott has had TJ Brady's number for his entire career. Is it a rivalry? If it is so one-sided, I'll tell you this. Michigan would have told you that it's not. But Ohio State pummeled Michigan on Saturday. We'll see if TJ Brady will be Ohio State today or if they'll be Penn State today. No offense to Penn State.
And not to mention that it was TJ Brady has had to referee matches for Ray Elliott before he was able to shed the stripes.
And right now, we're seeing a little bit of a different attitude from TJ Brady, and you're not going to get it from the man whose name is literally violence.
TJ Brady with the drop kick. The stakes couldn't be higher for these two men. A spot at WWN Super Show Battle for the Belts in the finals of the second annual WWN Proving Ground Young Guns Invitational.
Oh my God! TJ Brady just got folded inside out. Speaking of Ohio State and Penn State, that looked like a defensive lineman running over a running back.
It also looked like a car crash, just like this series of lariats from the Brute Ray Elliott.
You don't get a nickname like Violence or the Brute for no reason. TJ Brady's gonna have to figure something else out. Whatever strategy he had to start this match, he's gonna have to change it up.
And he just did right there with two knees right to the face. Then first the knees, then the kicks, and then just running, charging in. Throwing caution to the wind with the high stakes on the line.
TJ Brady just bounced right off that barricade. That is solid steel, folks. There is nothing, there's no padding, there's no anything. You hit your face on that, it's gonna hurt quite a bit.
And then right on the concrete floor. The Brute living up to his name as he brings the violence of vice and violence to TJ Brady right here on the floor. And are we gonna see a body slam?
Right to the spine, right off that ring post.
And you saw those ribs with impact. Is he gonna go to Super Show with a broken rib, or is Ray Elliott about to hang him out to dry?
Oh man, this is, I mean, like I said, I was able to speak to both of these men before the show, and TJ Brady made it no secret. He has struggled against Ray Elliott throughout his career, but he says tonight's going to be different. And he also says he's not worried about Ray Elliott anymore. He has grown past Ray Elliott, and I have to give credit where credit is due. We've seen a new attitude, although that new attitude from TJ Brady's not helping him right now.
We might need a new shoulder, a new rib, because the Brute Ray Elliott stretching his body out. Bodies don't bend like that, Mr. Lopes.
I'd give him my ribs, but I apparently had a broken rib for like a year before I even realized it, so I'm not sure my ribs are going to help anybody.
And it's action like this. The WWN Proving Ground Francisco Chiazzo Memorial Young Guns Invitational is brought to you by Territory Tees. Check them out. Any one of our live events at the Territory Tees booth, check them out at territorytees.com. Get some sweet wrestling merch and help support independent wrestling.
Love Territory Tees and the work that they do, and I'm loving the work. As much as I may disagree often with the person himself, I'm loving the work that Ray Elliott is doing right now. He was very curt, very short with me in our interview, wasn't very happy with how I conducted myself, and you know, be that as it may, He said that he had a plan tonight, and my goodness, is he executing it to perfection right now.
And we saw before from Ray Elliott this new attitude slowly growing. And since his partner Uni Vice has been injured, he has only, that attitude, that anger, that hatred has only grown within the brute Ray Elliott.
And it has festered for months. Certainly, as soon as he got into this tournament, it was stepped up to a whole new level. He hasn't just beaten normal guys to get here. He beat Marshall Moore, a guy who is either equal in size or bigger. And then Dennis Fence, a man who's clearly bigger than Ray Elliott. And now, poor TJ Brady's getting crushed.
And we haven't even really talked about the size difference in TJ Brady and Ray Elliott. That's over 100 pounds of size difference. That's a huge strength, height, and weight disadvantage for TJ Brady.
And Brady's gonna have to use something outside of strength, outside of power, to try to get some kind of advantage. But right now, I don't even know if he's gotten outside of the first opening 15 seconds of this match. I don't even know if he's thrown a punch.
And I cannot reiterate the stakes here. A spot at WWN Super Show Battle for the Belts. A spot in the finals of the Young Guns Invitational. The winner gets a championship opportunity. Those are huge stakes, and these men are moments away from that opportunity.
Certainly the stakes cannot be higher, and we're getting Let's Go TJ chants. I've said a couple of times without fully explaining, we've seen a new attitude from TJ Brady since this tournament began. He's tried to be a little more appreciative of what's going on here.
And we saw him. He made it all the way to the finals last year, TJ, in our inaugural Young Guns Invitational. But he fell short to Brady Payne, and he was so close he could taste it. But he was the first loser in the finals. And he has hated that day ever since. He has told me so many times how upset that made him to fall that short.
Greatest of all time, Tom Brady said his 3 Super Bowl losses were worse than any of the times he didn't make the playoffs or when he lost in the AFC Championships or anything like that. Losing in the finals is the worst way you can lose. TJ Brady will definitely agree with you on that.
And in Father, Son, and Your Sisters as tribute to his trainer, but crash and burn. He went for the Francisco Chiazzo, the flying meatball, but he crashed and burned, and both men are down.
That's one thing that TJ Brady has probably seen a million times. A big mistake, catastrophic mistake from Ray Elliott, getting a little too cocky there. Can TJ Brady, though, figure something out to get back in this match?
This is the Young Guns Invitational, brought to you by Territory Tees.
TJ Brady getting fired up here.
And 2 of the WWN TCs. Oh, the brute Ray Elliott is down. TJ Brady is more fired up than I've ever seen. And he's ascending to the heavens, to the top. Turnbuckle, drop kick.
Rarely do you see this kind of raw, unfiltered emotion from TJ Brady. It shows you the new attitude and how bad he wants to win tonight. Cover! No, not quite yet!
He hit him with everything but the kitchen sink, and it was enough to keep the brute down. The fans thought it was 3, TJ, but this matchup will continue.
And I know Brady's taking a lot of punishment, but he's got to stay on Ray Elliott. Otherwise, Elliott's just going to try and get right back in this, and you don't want a man that big and that ticked off coming at you.
And he went eat defeat, but then he got caught with the Uranagi planted.
Oh, and he hooked the inside leg. If he was able to hook the outside leg, I don't know if Brady would have had enough leverage to kick out. Another mistake that we just don't see Ray Elliott make in these moments.
And the fans are on their feet here at the OCC Roadhouse. I hope you're at home on your feet watching this incredible contest with so much on the line. 2 of the youngest, hungriest talents giving it all right here.
Ray Elliott mocking TJ Brady. Ray, you could do all the mocking you want once you put TJ Brady away. Don't start mocking him yet.
Come on, ref. Come on.
Who is going to battle for the belt? Who is punching their ticket to the biggest show of the year? And they're doing it on the biggest show of the year.
Oh, he's got it! He's got it!
That was 3! think TJ Brady can believe what he just pulled off.
That's what I just said. Make fun of him when you're done, when you've beaten him. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, taking too much time, and all it takes is 3 seconds. And TJ Brady, with Francisco Chiazzo looking down, has now moved on to the finals of the Young Guns Invitational, and the Brute is ticked off.
It only takes 3 seconds to pass as TJ Brady just pinned Ray Elliott's ass, and he's going to Super Show battle for the belts, and he is in the finals once again of the Francisco Chiazzo Memorial Young Guns Invitational.
TJ Brady said one thing he took a bit of malice towards was how Ray Elliott took that Chiazzo armband away from Dennis Fence in their quarterfinal match. He now takes that same armband away from Elliott after his defeat to signify how much this tournament means to TJ Brady.
He takes the Chiazzo armband from Ray Elliott, but he takes the spirit of Francisco Chiazzo to WWN Super Show battle for the belts.
And what a time to get a monkey off your back. Struggled mightily, never beaten him in singles competition until tonight.